You may have wondered, why are there so many stages that are filled predominantly with men and very few women? Well, this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why, is because of the underdeveloped skill set of a lot of women speakers. If you are a woman who is an entrepreneur, a professional, or a leader that wants to expand their influence or impact more lives, then you're in the right place. If you want to use speaking to grow your business or to get your message out there, maybe you're an author who wants to promote your concepts from your book and get more speaking gigs, then you're in the right place too. You're going to learn the top 3 skills that women speakers need to develop if they want to go from being an ordinary speaker to an extraordinary. If you want to be seen as an expert or an authority on your topic or in your industry, then these skills are absolutely critical. How did I come to discover that these were such a need in the industry? Well, a number of years ago, I was listening to an interview of I don't remember who the interviewer was at this moment, but they were interviewing an event organizer who was pretty influential. She was a fairly well-established event organizer, and she was talking about some of the things that she looks for in speakers when they go looking for speakers for particular events, and some of the criteria that they look for. And in particular, she started to talk about the struggle that she and other event organizers were having finding women speakers of the same caliber as the male counterparts. As she began to talk about what these were, I got really excited. I got really excited because she specifically mentioned 3 main skills that they looked for, that they found that women speakers lacked, and which prevented them from being on those stages. You may have wondered, why are there so many stages that are filled predominantly with men and very few women? Well, this is the reason why. This is one of the reasons why, is because of the underdeveloped skill set of a lot of women speakers. There's a lot of women speakers make the mistake of believing that just because they're extroverted or they are talented in some way, that they're a good communicator, when actually it's just the opposite. The best speakers are not the ones that are most extroverted, and they're actually not the most talented, especially if the most talented people haven't developed the skills. You see, public speaking effectiveness is really based on largely skill development. Only 10% is based on talent or natural talent. So you could be a very talented person, but haven't really developed the skills to carry you to the next level or further along. Whereas you could have no talent and yet has taken time to develop skills and go even further than someone who's more talented because you took the time. So these skills are all learnable skills, and that's why I got so excited. Now, some of you may not know me, but I am a certified public speaking coach. And there's a lot of speaking coaches out there, but I would encourage you to check their credentials. I started out many years ago as a speech pathologist, then started my own business in accent reduction coaching, was in full-time work at a university campus for many years in a nonprofit organization, a faith-based organization, did speaking and coaching and training, then became a life coach, a certified life coach, and then a certified speaking coach as more and more people started asking me about how to improve their public speaking skills. And you know what? I didn't start out being confident or competent as a speaker. In fact, I was the opposite, very much afraid. And of course, at that point, I had been coaching, doing speaking coaching for a number of years, and I began to then hone in on just women. Up to that point, I was coaching both men and women in corporate and politicians and all different arenas. But I began to then hone in on women because I wanted more women to be raised up, to be a positive influence, positive voice of influence, and have a powerful message. Because I know there's a lot of powerful messages out there, but they just need to be able to communicate effectively. Would you like to know what those 3 skills are? Yes, they need to be able to communicate a clear, concise message. Okay, a clear, concise message. The second one is they need to be able to capture the attention of the audience. And the third one, call to action. They need to be able to communicate a call to action, and not just a call to action, but a strong call to action. And this is really, the last one is where a lot of women, even if they've developed the other two, really fall short on this one. And this is a real key for some of those influential stages, to have a strong call to action. You're going to learn about each one of these in more detail, what they are, what you need to do to develop them, and how you can develop them, what's involved in them, and how you can develop them, and the steps you need to take to begin to hone your skill as a public speaker.